Well, Paul, you gave us a good panel discussion leadership earlier today, and in that panel discussion on crop production in the U.S., you've talked about BASF's look to the future, and it came from history. But what is the BASF's look to the future with crop production in the U.S. and sustainability and innovation?
There's a lot of subjects right there.
Yes, there is.
But I think the panel highlighted that in agriculture today, we really do face a lot of upside potential. Obviously, the growing world's population in absolute numbers, but also in dietary needs, is going to provide a lot of upward support for what farmers produce in the US from a crop perspective. So, you know, the raw commodities, there's a good outlook in terms of demand. And that's really going to make farmers, I think, reassess and challenge them. How do they keep on increasing yields? And I think what we heard from a lot of the panelists today was that there's lots of technology coming to the table. And obviously, growers have done a fantastic job in increasing productivity levels by using that new technology. But where we've still got progress to make is to integrate more all of that technology into more of a systems approach if we're really going to reach the kind of yields that are possible today with the genetics we have.
So biotechnology is a big part of that for the future, but it's a total systems approach. You talked about four different areas that go into a total system, I believe, or 4 or 5.
There are many, and I mean, obviously we're focused in some. There are others as well. A few we mentioned today was around, obviously, the genetics of the crop, but also water management, nitrogen, fertility management is also a critical element. And I think we heard from some of the growers today that that's one of the areas they see the biggest potential in terms of being more precise and more accurate in how they use those resources. As well as that, we've also seen huge advancements in the area of plant health, really unlocking the potential of the genetics with fungicide application at the right time of year to really drive productivity further. And in the last area we mentioned was around water, and how do we more effectively as an industry use water to really optimize crop yield, because globally agriculture uses about 70% of all the Earth's fresh water. So the more we can do in that area really does lead to a more sustainable outcome.
You've also got a sustainability program that you're promoting or testing at the moment. Can you explain that one?
Yes, today I think we shared with everyone our Ag Balance tool, which really is looking to measure and identify what are the key components within an ag system that optimize sustainability the most. And obviously we're using a traditional model of a balance between ecology, society and economics, and really bringing all those three parameters to the table to really identify what practices are growers utilising today that really optimise and push that even further, and where could we make further progress. And I think this morning we shared with everyone the kind of productivity improvements we're seeing within corn production, only in a decade, have been fairly significant in terms of raising productivity in a sustainable way. And that tool we've used in many different situations across the world. Most recently we used one of its predecessors here in the US called the Eco-Efficiency tool for the almond grower we shared with the panel today in California. And it really revolutionised how they look at sustainability and all the elements and the levers they have at their disposal to really drive sustainable practices.